How much meaning can you really pack into just 3 words and a symbol? Well, today, we're going to deconstruct a surprisingly powerful message and find out exactly that. Let's dive in.
So here it is. This is our entire source material for today's analysis. The Notebook LM logo and the words "is good." That's it. It seems almost ridiculously simple, doesn't it? But honestly, that simplicity is exactly what makes it so fascinating to break down.
So, the big question is, what can we really learn from something this minimal? Well, you might be surprised. There's actually a lot packed into this quiet little statement. So let's start taking it apart piece by piece.
All right, first up, we're going to isolate the visual element. We need to understand the job of the symbol, the logo, and see how an identity is born before a single word is even read.
Okay, so for a second, just ignore the words. Let's focus only on the logo itself. Before you even know what this product is or what it does, this visual has a very specific job to do. What is it trying to accomplish all on its own? Well, at its core, a logo is basically a visual shorthand. You can think of it like a compressed file for your brain. It's designed to hold a whole universe of ideas, expectations, promises, and the very identity of a product.
And that little shorthand has a few really important jobs. First, a logo works to create recognition, right? So you know it when you see it again. Over time, that recognition helps to build trust. It also instantly signals an identity, what this thing is all about. So in short, the logo kind of stands in for the full story. It's like the cover of a book before you've even read the first page.
Okay, so we've got the symbols rolled down. Now let's see how the text builds on that foundation. We're going to focus on that understated adjective and the quiet power behind the word good.
So here they are, all on their own. 2 simple words, "is good." Now, on the surface, that's a pretty plain statement, but you gotta understand, in the world of marketing and advertising, choosing these specific words is an incredibly deliberate and telling move.
Just think for a second about what they could have said. I mean, we are constantly swimming in phrases like "is the best," "is revolutionary," or "is industry leading." It's a loud, competitive world out there. But this message, it just sidesteps all of that noise entirely by choosing "is good." It's a completely different kind of energy, isn't it?
See, this isn't a shout for attention. It's a quiet statement of simple, confident quality. It doesn't feel the need to claim it's the absolute best. It's just good. And it lets that calm confidence do all the talking.
All right, so we've looked at the logo and we've analyzed the text. Now, let's put them back together and see how this complete, really elegant message actually works.
And it follows this beautifully simple formula. Step 1, the Notebook LM logo establishes the identity. That's our subject. Then, step 2, the phrase "is good" assigns a value. That's our predicate. Put them together and you get step 3, a clear, concise assertion. Notebook LM is a quality product. Simple, direct, and really effective.
And when we look at the full image again, it feels different now, doesn't it? We can kind of see the mechanics at play. The logo gives us the what, and the text gives us the why. And together, they create this quiet, confident assertion that, for a lot of people, probably feels more trustworthy and appealing than some flashy, loud advertisement.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What's the lesson from this little masterclass in minimalist communication? Well, it all really comes down to the power of using less to say more.
Look, this message isn't trying to sell you a list of features or a bunch of technical specs. It's doing something much more sophisticated. It's communicating an entire philosophy, a philosophy of quiet competence. It's establishing a brand that is so sure of its value that it doesn't need to shout. Its quality is presented as a simple, undeniable fact.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to chew on. In a world that is constantly, desperately shouting for our attention, could it be that the most powerful voice is actually a whisper? Something to think about.